Alright, how's it going, everybody? This is Ismortah, and this is episode 15, I believe, of Kingdom Death Monster, my custom campaign of the religion Ismortah, summit called Showdown, and rocking some unique additions I've made to the game as far as some traits and just background story. And does incorporate a Twilight Knight as well. He was currently mained and has way too many mental disorders, but we are rocking it. Alright, so this video, it's going to be the showdown of a level 1 White Lion. I had entertained a level 2, but stat-wise it makes more sense if everyone had some sort of armor on them to make it viable, even though I have probably a good enough survival and probably weapons. But it is something I want to entertain, though, doing level 2 stuff in the future. Alright, so this is the initial setup of the Showdown board. One of the things I forgot to include in the last video during the hunt was what are the bonuses people get when they arrive at the Showdown. So no one got any additional survival because the max right now is 5, but a couple people did get 1 insanity. So just so you're aware, Volatile currently has 3 insanity, Eltcore has 1, Volva has 1, and Citroni has 5. So they all got nuked on their insanity due to the Golden Ember hunt event that happened. So I definitely need to get people's insanity back up. Otherwise, if there's anything that only triggers when someone's insane, it won't trigger. Because currently only Citroni and Volatile are the only ones that are insane right now. The other two being at 1 insanity. You have to have 3+ to be insane. Okay, so we're all set up. We're shuffled, ready to go. The lion's going to take the first turn. And I do also have a couple people, a couple things you may notice on some of these cards. Everyone has a +1 strength token due to Red Fist, meaning they get +1 strength for the duration of the showdown, but they can also spend any +1 strength tokens in place of survival. So if someone was unable to spend survival, they can do this in its place. And then also, everyone, you'll notice, also has disorder. I'm going to write this on their card when we archive during the settlement phase, but for the time being, I'm keeping out just to remind myself of the disorder, because this is something that's going to, depending on who it is going to hamper particular types of actions when I play. So I want to remind myself, oh shit, remember, I have this ability. And then a majority of these people also have, this person has Red Fist, which everyone shares. A lot of people have Last Man Standing Fighting Art and Unconscious Fighter as well. And Volatile also already had the Disorder Prey. So she's got Weak Spot and Prey. I was wondering where I saw it before. So Volatile can't spend Survival at all, actually. Let me make sure to see if that was until end of... Oh, cannot spend Survival unless insane. And is currently insane. That's what it is. So it's like situational, whether she could spend insanity or not. Cool, so we are ready to go. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Let me check some things. Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I'll make sure sounds good on the Twitch. All right, let's jump into it. Actually, let me get a little bit of water real quick. I do have to be conscious of time, only because I'm so eager to do this showdown. I want to do it this morning, but I'm doing it before I go to my DMV appointment, so I need to make sure, you know, to stay on the ball. Typically, these showdowns go on average 2 hours, sometimes an hour and a half, sometimes 2.5 hours, depending on how long it takes to actually hit the fucking monster. Which it is a dice game, that's why there's that variation. Or if my entire party could die, then, you know, there you go. Alright. it's important to stay hydrated when fighting a white lion. Okay, so white lion goes first. And if you notice what these other tokens are, well, let me talk about, like, these are resources I got during the hunt. I've already found the Broken Lantern, no, Lion Claw. I'm using these tokens to illustrate other actions in the game, just because there's a lot of bookkeeping to make it easier. So again, I'm using these to denote when I take actions. This means they've done half their action. Their action is complete if I turn over. I'm using these tokens to denote if someone's knocked down without having to touch the miniature in a weird way. I'm using these tokens to denote if something has been spent on a gear grid. So like, for example, if I've already used a claw head arrow, I'll do that. Or if I already activated Frenzy Drink, I'll do that. And then also, I'm using the blue tokens to denote if someone has at least hit once with their character. Because in order to gain weapon proficiency, you have to actually hit with the weapon that you're proficient in, as a way to remind myself. Okay, cool, let's do it. Good luck. And what I'm shooting for this is not only to get as many resources as possible by carving the monster, but most importantly, I need to get one white fur. And that's basically the main reason I'm doing this. I need one white fur in order to complete this set. Now, if I fight anything, I'll eventually find hides. But getting particular items off particular monsters is particular. So you really want to be careful on what you spend. So it's a resource I need. Because if I make that last white lion piece, I believe it's the waist, I can complete the entire set. Which means not only does then all white lion pieces get +1 bonus to the armor, but then also get the special ability that if somebody is wearing it and they're using guitars, they get special bonuses as well. Right now I really like using it with the club just because you can pounce. It's possible maybe I'll even just make a chess piece with him so he can use it, but there's a huge bonus with a guitar when you do that. Bonus to strength, bonus to speed. But in any case, it's a free additional armor on somebody just for completing that set. So a lot of value in the Fierge. All right, let's do it. I don't think there's anything else to happen there. We have the arrival stuff, we have our tokens, we shuffled, it's set up. These are plants I can get. I potentially get a Acanthus. This is a dead survivor, which I want to inspect just to see if there's any loots on the person. So eventually I do want to do that. And as far as disorders, just so you know again, Volatile has a weak spot, meaning whenever she departs. Oh, I never rolled a hit for this actually to determine what area she always... Basically, it says whenever she departs on a hunt, she always has to have armor in a particular location. But I never did roll to determine what that location was. Waist. Okay, she always needs to be wearing a waist, which she wears by default. But I'll go ahead and mark that on here. Can't miss for weak spot is waist. You know what? I'll just do this for time being, just so I know. Waist. Cool. And then Eltcore has hyperactive, meaning on every turn he does, he always has to, I always have to make sure that he moves always at least one space, if possible. Apathetic on Volva, she cannot spend survival or gain courage ever, unless she has 8+ understanding, and she only has 1 understanding. So she can't gain survival or spend it. So the only thing she could do is strength for survival. So she's basically a torpedoed character, but so I may even primarily try to have her be the blunt of attacks, even potentially, because I know I'm most likely not going to use her, so I don't lose some vital. But she can use strength tokens, but she can't gain or lose. She can't gain or spend survival for the rest of the game, actually. Whereas Volatile, she can, but only if she's insane. And right now she's only at 3 insanity. So if she loses insanity for any reason, she's in a pickle. And then Citroni has Hemophobia. Whenever someone gets a bleed token, he's immediately knocked down. Cool. All right. I just wanted to get you up to speed on stuff. These are out just to show how I play the different terrains. I have higher evasion here, so that's why I want to be there when the lion takes its first turn, which is meow. All right, we're starting off with a powerful attack. A level card. Great. Fantastic. It's Bloody Claw. Don't worry about it if you can't read it, because I'm going to read it to you. Pick target. The closest survivor with the most bleeding tokens. No, everyone equally has the same bleeding tokens, so it's just the closest survivor, which I purposely did this to be so this guy's, so that Citroni's the closest. So he's going to move that direction. His movement is a 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to move here, like this. That's the closest to move. Let's see. His accuracy is 2+, but we got super evasion happening here. Citroni has evasion 4, and then +2 evasion from the tall grass at the 6. So that means he has to roll an 8+ to hit, but he rolls 2 dice. So he rolled a 4 and 9. Really lucky there. So he got 1 hit, and that's 2 damage to the head. Fortunately, Citroni has that headgear. So we got 1 left ahead for the armor. And then after damage, target suffers -1 survival and gets 2 bleed tokens. So by default, well, that's interesting. If by default I suffer 1 survival, then it makes sense to go ahead and spend a survival to stop it so I also don't get bleed tokens. So we're going to do that. We're just going to stop that hit altogether. If I'm going to, by default, lose survival. Okay. So we avoided that hit and the after damage. Alright, so that was his turn. Now it's the heroes. I mean, typically, whenever you get hit with an A, you always want to spend a survival. And if you get hit by like a legendary, you're just fucked. So that's the general theme of this. So it's good. So we avoided an attack. We spent a survival, but that's okay. All right. So I gotta remember too that everyone has a +1 strength bonus also. And the other thing I realized is I should have gave Frenzy Drink, and I'm going to do this just because I don't care. If I gave Frenzy Drink to Vault, of course I didn't know people were going to get these disorders, but Frenzy Drink allows you to get an additional +1 strength token, and if you have Frenzy Drink, you can't spend survival. But if someone already can't spend survival, might as well make them more powerful. So this is definitely something I may have on Volva or Volatile in the future if they go out, just because if they can't spend survival, might as well make them more powerful out the gate, sort of thing. Interesting note. Someone pointed out. All right, so now we attack. So who needs to attack first? Unfortunately, if this guy was here, he could have gone 1, 2, 3 as a pounce and then move. But he doesn't have that situation, unfortunately. I'm trying to think what I want to do. I could definitely have him attack and then move. That way the archer can then attack for free. That's definite going to happen. And it was also good because I almost forgot that if he got a bleed, he would have also been knocked down. So I want to attack with him. If possible, I would like to I could have her go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and attack at range from the back. But if you're in close in the back, you get an advantage to accuracy. which is something I forgot apparently this entire campaign, is you get, if you're in the monster's blind spot when you attack, you get +1 accuracy. But this guy has to move every turn, unfortunately. And he can't move and use his weapon. Unless you do a pounce. I mean, I could do a pounce move regardless. It just, then you can trigger an attack, and if you can't trigger an attack, then it's a waste of a turn. But I think what I'm going to do, since he's kind of not in range to do anything I want to do, unless I spin a dash. That's something else I could do. I could spin a dash, go 1, 2, 3, and then have him pounce forward. And then her, he can run to the blind spot to hit. This guy can attack from the side, and this person can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and attack from the butt and the back. Okay, we'll do that. So first thing we'll do is we'll take this guy, and we will move 1, 2, 3. We're going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We move to here. Of course, if I have him move first, then the other guy can't run forward. So, all right. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, I could run over here, but I want to kind of keep the monster over here if possible. So I'll do that. So I'm going to be attacking first with Spear Dude, Volva. She rolls 2 dice, and she hits on a 6. So we got a 9 and a 3, so we got 1 hit. We got Beast Femur. All right, so strength is a 3 plus 1 is a 4, and his toughness is an 8. So I hit on a 4+, and I crit on a 10. Hit on a 4, crit on a 10. I used the right dice to be thematic. And I rolled a 1. That's fantastic. Fortunately, there's no reaction. But that was a waste. Well, a miss. Okay, so that's her turn. Next up now, I'll do Citroni. I'll run around the back, be in the blind spot, so it's actually easier to hit. So he rolls 4 dice, and now with the bonus, it's going to hit on a 6. Unfortunately, we have a lot of misses. We got 1 hit, which is the Beast's Brow. Something happens if I wound it. So his strength is a 4, so I hit on a 4+. Hit on a 4, and I'm going to crit on a 7. Wow, it's a miss. Unfortunately, because I did wound, nothing happens, but wow, man, I'm rolling the shits. Okay. Next up is, I'll go ahead and do the bow, just because if he could dash to get in the position in case the monster moves. So I'm going to stay hidden here. And well, the thing is whoever's in front, it's going to get aggro also. So it's like, who do I want to get aggro? That's the other problem. I mean, the bow person is volatile, and she can spend survival, so... And she's got no evasion. Who's got evasion? Really, I want Citroni to be the target of attacks always, just because he's got such good... It makes me think that maybe I should have kept him in the front, because he has such good evasion, he has a high chance of dodging attacks. Not everyone's sort of spread out everywhere. Let's see here. If I shoot, I'll still be in trouble. But I could shoot and dash is something I could do. I could shoot and then go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then him, I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then pounce in front. I'll do that. Okay, so I'll have her attack. Her attack is... two dice, and accuracy is a 6. 2 dice, hit on 6. We got a 3 and a 3, so that's 2 misses. But then I think I'm going to spend a survival to move. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we spend a survival to do that. And that was Volatile, who can spend survival because is still insane. So her survival goes to a 4. Plus, again, like I can use the strength tokens in a pinch at the end for survival also, or in lieu of. Volva can't spend survival, the person in the back, at all. Okay, lastly, I have Eltcore, who's going to dash and go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then pounce. So we're going to dash and then pounce in the front. And he spent a survival to do that. And he moved, so he's good for hyperactive. So survival goes down to a 4. He's attacking. His attack profile is he rolls 4 dice. And accuracy, and it hits on a 6. So, man, I'm rolling like balls. So I got 1 hit. I got a 9. B, scapular deltoid. Something happens if it fails. His strength is a 6, so he hits on a 2+, because the toughness is 8. So I hit on a 2+. Got a 4. Yay, I got a hit. Woohoo! And since I didn't fail, it doesn't do the reaction. So I did 1 damage. And there's no reaction because I did not fail. Cool, got 1 hit. 10 more hit points. Alright, so that's it for our turn. Now it's the monster's turn. I didn't like the fact that I spent survival. I felt like I had good initial positioning, but then... because I want to control aggro. So it's like, if anything, I always want Citroni to be the tank, if possible. But the problem is, once he gets bled, he then gets knocked down. But then he's still a tank. So it doesn't say he can't spend survival. It just says he's knocked down if he bleeds. So, anywho, monster's turn. We got Alert. Wow, we keep drawing the A cards. Great. Which is a mood. When a survivor moves into a space within the zone of death, stop their movement, they gain the priority target token. When a survivor moves into the space within the zone of death, stop their movement. So it's basically a counterattack, but it's only when they move into the space. We're already in the space. So that's how I'm going to play it, because it's not clear. It says when a survivor moves into a space within zone of death, stop their movement, they gain priority target, and then he basically gets a free counterattack. And that's discarded. So he gets 1 free counterattack if someone's like running at him. Okay, and it doesn't look like he gets any additional stuff, but that's going to happen if someone moves if someone moves into the zone. So, which is 4 spaces away from the lion. So if anybody moves at all, whoever moves first, he's going to get a counterattack, basically, before the attack happens. But what I could try to do is discard the mood with this guy, and then move. That way, I don't worry about that effect. So I'm going to try doing that. So this is our turn. I'm going to try doing that because she has the bow. So I discard it on a 6+. I got a 9, so the mood goes away. So now I can move. I think I want to get back into position. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll get back into position behind the lion. I mean behind hiding. Okay. Next up. So I soothe the kitty with my harp playing, which is made actually from the bone and the whisker of the cat. Ooh. All right. So since I'm in range right here, I can immediately do cumbersome. But the problem is, like I said, like this guy's kind of borked. I have to move in order to attack. So I always have to pounce. So I could attack and then spend a survival to move away. That's something I could do. If I attack him, then I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That way, next time I attack, I can pounce if he stays there. I'll try that. So it doesn't say I have to move 1 space before I attack. It just says I have to move 1 space every round. So I could attack and then spend survival to move. If anything, it forces me to. It's like if I have to move. So there's some way for me to move. I always have to do that. Unless I'm knocked down or something, then it's out of my control. Okay, so we're going to attack first. We won't get the pounce bonus. Oh, but that's something I could do, actually. I could move backwards 3 and then pounce to get the bonus initially. You know what? We'll do that. So I'm going to move back 3 and then pounce forward. That way we'll just go for it. So he uses another survival. So survival's now at 3. And I've already done my move. So now he gets all sorts of bonuses. He gets the bonus from the pounce, and from the White Lion Gauntlet, and from the +1 strength token. A lot of bonuses. Okay, so his accuracy now is a 5, and he rolls 4 dice. 4 dice hit on 5. But actually, if I'm moving and pouncing, I don't have to be in front if I want him to be in front instead. I could instead 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Even do something like back here. So I pounce. So I hit him from here. Actually, we'll do that instead. Oh, but I'm blocking his movement. Well, I could attack from the other side. I'll do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I have to go over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pounce. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want him to be a target of the next attack. So you know what? I'll just stick with the one I'm doing. I want him to spend survival just for attacking. Okay, so you know what? We're going to attack from here. We're going to pounce from this side. Okay. So 4 dice, hit on 5. We got a natural 10 and a 6. So we got 2 hits. I just moved the dice with my hand accidentally. So we got Beast, Heal, and Clever Ploy. Unfortunately, that would have been some awesome hits. The attacker is caught in the White Lion's ruse and is savagely mauled. The attacker is doomed, meaning it can't spend survival. And then a basic action happens. Fortunately, he's the one that can take the hits, though, because he's got armor. So hopefully it's okay. and it's a basic attack. And then I reshuffle the hit deck, which I'll do after this. So unfortunately, all my hits are canceled. And so then he's attacking me. Basic attack, now he's turned. I don't know if it says if you turn. I just always turn the face, if he's doing an attack, to face your attacker. Because, you know, cats look at you when they're attacking you. Alright, so now he does a basic attack, which is speed 2. And I don't think he has... Oh, no, he does have 1 evasion. So I'll say the dragon. The dragon. The line hits on a 3+. We got a 6 and a 4, so that's 2 hits. Cannot spend survival. We got a hand and a waist. And that's 1 damage. So 1 to hand, 1 to waist. Hand goes to 0, and waist goes to 0. So he's still okay. That's why you want to have armor. To at least stop a attack. Okay, but that wasn't his turn. That was a counterattack, so that's end of Eltcor's turn. Now, I'm going to have Citroni run to the back to get a bonus. Who do I want to have bonus to accuracy, though? The fact that I want to get some critical hits in, I think I'll do Citroni. So I do Citroni next. I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we will attack with him, which is 4 dice, and I hit on a 6 because I'm in the blind spot. So I got 3 hits. Great. We got Fleshy Gut, we got Beast Ribs, and Beast Flank. So a lot of stuff that happens when you wound, but nothing bad. So I'll do it in this order. Okay. So first I'll do Beast Ribs, which has something happens if I wound. My strength is a 4. His toughness is a 4. I mean, his toughness is an 8, so I hit on a 4+. Four plus is a hit. 7+ is a crit. 4 to hit, 7 to crit. Ooh, we got an 8. Yes, we got critical hit because this is the area that you can critical wound. Great. So we did another wound. And then we crit. Since my critical hit, it cancels the wound reaction. The force of the blow breaks the white lion's ribs, weakening it. The white lion gains a -1 toughness token. So now his toughness is a 7 instead of a 6. Getting a minus to toughness is the same as getting a plus to strength. Which, in hindsight on the design for this, it's like, I don't know why you made it so convoluted. You could have just said, but anyway, whatever. I think the whole idea there is the bonus on the character, or is the bonus on the line, the stat. So -1 toughness for the rest of the game, for the rest of the showdown. Very cool. And I canceled the reaction. Oh, you know what? I was supposed to reshuffle before I drew the rest of these. Fuck, I totally forgot. So you know what? Fuck, I totally forgot. I'm gonna shuffle these now and then draw 2 new ones. I totally forgot because you immediately reshuffle. You don't reshuffle if you've drawn stuff, but if you draw a trap, it immediately goes back and you reshuffle. So I'll draw 2 more. That's okay. Mistakes were made. Otherwise, it could be like, hey, I already drew the trap, I'm fine. No. It's immediately reshuffled. Because you could draw the trap again. Alright, so now draw 2 more. This time we got Beast's Ear and Soft Belly. Oh, man, and even the one that I drew, I should have put back there. God, I'm all sorts of screwing up. Okay, whatever. Okay. Oh, my goodness. Okay, soft belly and beast ear, so we'll do it in that order because beast ear has a failure. So I hit on 4, crit on 7, I believe is what I said. Have an 8, so it's another critical hit. All right, soft belly. A debilitating blow to the soft belly. Gain 1 random white lion resource, and then there's a persistent injury. Okay, so for the resource, I don't know why I put this so fucking far away. Can we get these closer? Jesus Christ. Why did I do that? The whole idea for having stuff here is so I don't have to reach. Okay, it's white line resource. We got great cat bone. God damn, I need my fur. But that's a good piece because there's some unique stuff to use great cat bone. So he got a great cat bone. And then persistent injury. Oregon Trail as opposed to Oregon Trail. Nice. Oregon Trail. The white lion's intestines hang from the wound on its gut, dragging on the floor. That sounds like Ismortah. At the start of every monster turn, before it draws an AI card, roll 1d10. On a result of 1, the monster suffers 1 wound. So we can get some free wounds. That's pretty cool. All right, next one is Beast Ear. Hit on 4, crit on 7. We got a 7, another critical hit, and also another hit. Very good. So now we've already dealt 4 damage. It has a reaction if it fails, but it just cancels the reaction. The force of the blow damages the white lion's ear. It is now partially deaf. The white lion gains -1 accuracy token. So now it's easier to wound the lion, and it's harder for the lion to hit me, and he has the chance to bleed out from his intestinal injury. Okay, so he gets a -1 accuracy token. -1 accuracy. These tokens are double-sided, so one side has the positive in white, and the other side is negative. So he's got -1 accuracy and -1 toughness. And we did all sorts of damage. So that was a good turn. And lastly, we have our spear dude. She's the one who can't spend survival. I could go ahead and pick up that resource and not do damage, but I think that's kind of stupid. Like, gaming the system when he only has basic attack left is a good idea, but he's still got a lot of cards, so let's not do that yet. So let's just move forward 1. Actually, no, I can stay there because this is range 2. So I'll just go ahead and attack, and then I can move later if I wanted to, actually. Like, go and hide or something. All right, so she has speed 2, accuracy 6, so she hits on a 6+. We got a 4 and a 2. It's 2 misses. She's missed. Oh, that's right. I forgot to tell when people hit. Christ. I forgot. No, I forgot. No. Shit. God, I already forgot. No. I know Citroni hit. I don't remember if the bow person hit. I want to say Eltcore probably hit, but I don't know about the bow person. God damn it. Yeah, I don't remember. Do not remember. Okay. Yeah, because for weapon proficiency is why, for tracking. Okay, so she missed. Now it's the white lion's turn. Okay. Next up is... God, I'm going to draw every fucking A card. I'm getting rid of all the Bs. That's terrible. That means the rest of his profiles could be all these A cards. Jesus Christ. Enraged. It's a mood. Oh, wait. Before I draw an AI card, see if he bleeds. And he bleeds on if I roll 1. 7. Okay. Let's move these out of the way. Oh, my God. Okay. Enraged. When this comes to play, draw an AI card. Now, is it for every AI card? That's... No, I think it sounds like it's once per turn. Okay, so now I draw additional AI card. When Enrage is in play, the white line gains a +1 damage token per monster level. But once someone gets a dismembered, severe injury, or killed, it goes away. So he gets +1 damage token, which is bad. So that has to go away and then he gets another AI card for free that draws. +1 damage is terrible because it's not more attacks, but it's more damage to one spot, which is bad. Okay, so he has -1 accuracy, -1 toughness, but now he's got more damage as long as this mood is in play. And then we draw additional card, which is Power SWAT. Pick the target that's the closest threat facing in range, which is this dude here. Speed 1, accuracy 2, damage is 2, +1, so damage is actually going to be 3. But since it's only speed 1, I can just spend a survival for the attack. And he can still spend survival, so it's not terrible. His evasion is 0, so but its accuracy is worse. So its accuracy is a 3, hits on a 3. The 7, so it is a hit. It's gonna hit the head. So it'll be 3 damage to the head, which I could technically take. But he'll be knocked down. No, we're gonna spend survival. Because then there's after damage too. So his survival's at 2. Okay, so we avoided that attack. Alright, now it's back to us. Okay, so the mood has to go away. Has to. Unfortunately, he has all of his A cards remaining. Shit. Well, if he counterattacks, he's going to have more damage, so I have to try to remove it first. So I'll do her and try to do the harp again on a 6+. It's a 1, of course. Can't win all the time, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Too far away. I think I'm just going to keep her there, just so she's in range to do more stuff. I think I want to keep people where they're at, actually. With him, what I could do is go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then pounce to here instead. That way I'm not facing. So I think I'll do that. I'll pounce and then move to there. So I'll spin a survival, pounce. So survival is now at 1. And then we get the whole pounce, accuracy, all that jazz. So we are rolling 4 dice. And I'm just going to mark to say that you've already spent his dodge, because you can only do... You can spend as much survival as you want every round, but you can only do each type of action for survival once per round. So that's 4 dice. And hits on a 6. Actually, no, +1 accuracy. So hits on a 5. So it pounced. So I got 2 hits. So we got Beast Triceps, something happens if I fail. Beast Maw, something happens if I fail. So do it in this order. Okay, so to wound should be really easy because it's plus. I get an additional 1 to strength because of -1 toughness. So it's easy to calculate. So my strength is a 5. +1 is 6. +1 is 7. +1 is 8. So I have to roll a 0 to hit. So it's a guaranteed hit. I'm just rolling to see if I crit. Oh my god, he actually crit. Natural Lantern. Look at that. Holy shit. Nice. So that's 1 hit. Unfortunately, we're getting rid of all the B cards, but we gotta hit it. And then we crit. Critical wound on the Beast Tricep. The torn muscle causes agonizing pain. Discard 1 mood card currently in play. Great. The White Lion is now also knocked down. So that means I hit on a 3+. By default. And all reactions are canceled and all hit rolls. Oh, I don't think I realized that before. When the monster's knocked down, not only do you get a bonus to hits, that by default they hit on a 3+, but also if he could react ever, he doesn't because he's on the ground. Which makes sense. Cool, so he's knocked down. And now I roll for this, so it's a guaranteed hit because it's 5 +1 +1 +1. His toughness is 8, so it's a guaranteed chance to hit. So this is really good to know because that means that, like for example with him, I have enough damage to hit a level 2 lion. So that's very interesting to keep in mind. I just don't have the armor to sustain the hits is the problem. So we got a 7. That's okay, because that's still a hit. And I didn't fail, so there's no reaction. So unfortunately, he has a lot of cards left. So he has 5 hit points left. Shuffling his deck. That was good. That was some good attacks. Okay, 5 hit points left. And I still got people that can attack. So that just shows you how every little thing adds up, because it's like +1 +1 +1 +1. It's like it adds up, especially with that because it's a mace. It hits really hard, and that's why I want to also make like an axe or a sword. That's someone else that has really good penetration on toughness, even though it might be hard to hit. It's for stuff like that. I want to guarantee I get some hits in, so I think I'm going to have Volva actually go next. So, because then she could also move away if she wanted to. Okay, so she is attack 2. Accuracy is a 6. And the speed token goes away. I mean, damage token goes away because that was from the mood. 7 and a 1. Ah. Oh, that's one thing I wanted to actually look up right quick is for weapon proficiency, do you get proficiency if you hit or if you wound? What causes it to go up? If it's hit, that's easier to do than wound, because wound is another dice check. Let me look that up right quick. Oh no, you have to wound. Okay, that's what it says. Okay, so 7 and 1, so I got 1 hit. So I got the Beast Femur. And let's see, to wound, the strength is a 3, +1 is a 4, +1 is a 5. So I hit on a 3+. hit on a 3 and crit on a 10. And we got an 8, so that's a wound. And that's a proficiency. Not a critical wound, though, but we'll take it. All right, so he's got 4 hit points left, but most importantly, 3 AI cards. What I'm thinking about doing is get the AI cards down to 0, if possible, and then go pick up stuff before. We'll see. I also don't want people to die. Oh, that's right, she could run away. She could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and go see what that is over there. Eventually, I'll do that. So she'll enter turn way over there. And then I was thinking about then putting Citroni in the front to get aggro, because he can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, you know what? Any hit on a 3+ would have hit. I misread that, but I think I rolled a 2. But yeah, because he's knocked down, so a 3+ is a hit. I totally forgot. Well, we will remember on this guy anyway. Yeah, I totally forgot. Okay, so he rolls 4 dice, and we hit on a 3+ regardless. We rolled a 9 and a 10, a 1 and 2, so it's 2 hits. And make sure let's not forget anything stupid. Has to move, can't see bleeds, can't spend survival. Still okay. Clever Ploy and Beast Heal. So Clever Ploy happens, and I'll go ahead and shuffle now before I forget. So he basically, he gets a free action that I can't spend survival. That's what that is. I've been getting a lot of traps on this guy, and especially since it's such a big deck. That's wow. I'm just shuffling. Okay. So, he fortunately doesn't have the bonus damage, which is great. And it is going to be hard for him to hit. So his accuracy is a 2, but then he has -1 accuracy, and Citroni's evasion's 4, so it's 4 plus 1 for accuracy is 5. Plus 2 is 7. So he hits on a 7+. And he rolled a 3 and a 3, so that's 2 misses. So he totally missed. Oh, but he also couldn't react because isn't a trap a reaction? Yeah, so he couldn't do that anyway. Yeah, that's totally canceled. Yeah, because he was knocked down. A trap is a reaction. Okay, so anyway, that's all sorts of miss. Any case. But wait, wait a minute. That's a good point. If you cancel reactions, then does that mean I can still do my hit? Huh, that's actually a really good question. Because a trap cancels all hit cards. But if you're knocked down, you cancel all reactions. So if you cancel the trap card, then that means you would still have the wound card, right? Christ. That's actually really important. Let me see if we can look that up right quick. I really don't know what the ruling is on that. Let's see if I can find that answer right quick, because this situation I've never been in. A trap card cancels hits, but the knockdown cancels the trap. So I want to say that if I draw multiple cards, it immediately gets rid of the trap card, and I can still do the other wound. But let me see if I can. Yeah, if that, no, it says cancels any reaction. A trap is a reaction. I mean, I could double check right quick and reshuffle just to see if it can't. I don't know if Clever Ploy counts as a reaction. Is a trap a reaction? That's the thing. It cancels all reactions. I mean, it is a reaction. I'm doing something and he's reacting. Just trying to see. Answering my question. Does monster knockdown cancel trap cards? Yeah. Does it? Yeah, I'm gonna say it cancels because like that's what he's knocked down, so there's no way he can do anything. Okay, that's how we're gonna roll it. All right, so if that's the case, I'll draw another hit location since I don't know. All right, so we got Beast Brow. He's knocked down, so even though he would counterattack, he's like, oh, I can't reach you. So thematically, that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so he wounds on a 3+1 on a 5, so he wounds on a 3+. And we rolled a 2. That's great. That's great. I assume it's fair. It's fair. Considering the whole thing was a mess, trying to figure out what's going on. All right, so now it's the Beast's turn. The Beast is only knocked down for the end of the round, and he's at the top of the round. So. Right. So, what does that mean? I still have one person that hasn't hit yet, but she's been taking away moods, which is good. So he's still got 4 hit points left. And they're all A cards, practically. Okay, so we got Power Swat. Pick target that's closest facing in range. Boom. Oh, and then see if he takes 1 wound. It's 8, nope. Speed 1, and then a lot of damage happens. It's 2 damage, and then there's knockback and other bad shit. Okay, so his accuracy is 2, evasion is 4, 4 plus 1 is 5, so he hits on a 7+. And he rolled a 1, so that's a miss. All right, so now it's our turn again. Okay, so he's got 4 hit points left. I'm gonna try to do some stuff. So I'm gonna do her first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and she's still in range to hit. Also, so she's going to do this here, which is Survivor Corpse. If a survivor moves through the space occupied by the terrain, they suffer brain damage equal to the monster level. Oh, so I forgot about that part. So she takes 1 brain damage, so she goes to 0. I forgot about that. And then, now as an action, I can scavenge. So it's 1d10. Rolled a 5, which means gain 2 insanity and 1 random basic resource. Cool. Lost 1, gained 2. And now, also get a random resource. Awesome. I wasn't sure you could loot for that. I assume so. It's nice. Basic resource. We got a monster organ. Nice. And now she can move, so I'll get in range to do an attack. And she can move 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But her range is 2, but she's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's still kind of too far away from everything. So I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll just. Oh, I could also dash. I can also dash. I could have her dash and attack. But she also can't spend survival, so that means she can't dash. But she could spend a strength token. Also true. You know what? I'll spend a strength token to dash. But instead I'll move here to try to pick this up later. That's what I'll do. I'll go there. Okay, so now I'll do some more attacks. I'm going to try first to hit with this guy. So I'll do my claw head arrow, which is a 6+ to hit. That's not the best accuracy. I could get behind him and dash to have a better chance of hitting. I think I may do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get in the blind spot. That way I have +1 accuracy, and I'll spend the dash. And I can spend survival because insanity is a 3. Okay, so now we will attack from the butt. She spent her turn activating. Alright, so now it's +1 accuracy, so now I hit on a 5. And that's 6. Great. So we got a hit. If you hit, the monster gets -1 evasion token. So now it's easier to hit for everybody. So right now he's got -1 toughness, -1 accuracy, -1 evasion, and is bleeding. Okay, and now we rolled, and now I roll to determine the wound. Beast scapular deltoid. Okay, and we have to wound in order to get the proficiency. So the wound, the strength is a 6, which is really good. 6 + 1 + 1 is an 8, so it's a guaranteed hit because his toughness is an 8. Sorry, I just noticed chat. I don't know how long ago that was, Anachrist TV. Yeah, I just need 1 fucking fur to make the last piece of the waist to complete the set, and that's what I'm going after. Correct. So this will most likely be the last time I do the White Lion, unless I do something level 2 or higher for a certain piece you need for like a future more powerful weapon. Yep, that is the plan. So if I don't get a fur, that's gonna suck. But honestly, if I don't get a fur, I think I may just go ahead and advance. I don't know. We'll see. Like I'm just like 1 fur away because I know I can eventually get a hide, but I need 1 fur from the White Lion. Whereas a hide you can get from like, you know, fucking anywhere. Okay, so this is a guaranteed hit, but I'm just rolling to see if I crit, and I crit on a 7. So it's a guaranteed wound, but I'm just rolling to see if I get the crit. Wow, I would have crit on a 7, and I got a natural lantern. Fuck yes. So that's 1 hit. I mean 1 damage. So he's got 3 hit points left because he has 2 AI cards left, and that cancels the reaction. So critical wound on the beast's scapular deltoid. The trauma of the impact fractures the white lion's shoulder. White lion gains a -1 movement token. So he's got -1 on practically every stat in the fucking game now. He's got -1 movement, -1 evasion, -1 accuracy, -1 toughness, and at the beginning of his turn, I roll a d10. If I roll a 1, he takes 1 damage. He's all sorts of fucked up. But this is a good thing to learn, because that means I'm potentially doing enough damage that I could do a level 2. I just don't think I can absorb the hits yet, especially not people when one of the people is compromised spending survival. But that's good to know, because like I have massive strength bonuses going on here. Okay, so that was that. So now we have 2 more people that can go. He's got 3 hits left, but I do also want to try to loot these 2 things too, because it's free resources. So that I do want a chance. So everybody's hit, which is cool. So everyone's gonna get their weapon proficiency if they have it. Volva doesn't, but like I'm get the guitar, the club, and the bow will all go up 1 proficiency, which is awesome. Especially the guitar, which is cool because that means I'm gonna trigger the specialization. Okay, so I think Citroni can do the most damage. Well, that's hard to say because this is free hits. If I roll enough accuracy, it's a free hit with this guy because his strength is so high. This just be crits, and I want to farm resources, so I think I'll do him first because I want to farm stuff if possible. And he can survive pretty good. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to attack from the side. That way, if he has another turn, I'll most likely be the next target. And I'll have more evasion, so it most likely be a guaranteed miss. So I'm going to attack from the side here. And then we'll roll. Okay, so for him, he rolls 4 dice. His accuracy is a 7. But then I get the bonus from... Let's see here. His evasion's -1, so that means my accuracy... Oh, and I also got the bonus... Yeah. That's how I got the bonus token from the clawhead arrow. So I hit on a 6. 4 dice, hit on a 6. We rolled 1 hit, got 1 9. We got Beast Heal. And does no reaction. Okay, so for damage, I still have my +1 strength token. So I got 3 + 1... Plus he's got -1 toughness, so that's 3 + 1 + 1, so that's 5. 8 - 5 is a 3, so I hit on a 3. I hit on a 3, and I crit on a 7. And I want to get a crit, if possible. So I got a 3, which is barely what I needed, but that counts as a hit, which is good. And there's no reaction. So only has 1 AI card left, and I know what it is. It's Power SWAT. So he's pretty weak. Because the Power SWAT, since his attack profile is only speed 1, he's only going to roll 1 dice, which means I could spend a survival to immediately cancel whatever damage he would do. So now I definitely want to loot, because I know he can't effectively attack me for the rest of the game. Because he'll either do Power SWAT, or if he loses it, he'll just do a basic attack. So I'm basically pretty safe. So I'm going to go ahead and loot. And this guy always has to move. So I'm going to move and pick this up. So I'm going to roll for the Acanthus. And that is 1d10. Bonus if I have a sickle, which I don't, which I want to get, but I don't have yet. But, you know, like I said in the settlement phase, now potentially I can make it. Because now I have heat and ammonia. So as long as I don't need something stupid like leather, I should be able to make it. Okay, so I'm rolling for the plant. I rolled a 7, which means find something tasty and consume it. If you do, gain +1 survival, archive this terrain. Alright, so did not get a plant, but I gained +1 survival. His survival was out of 1, so now it goes to 2. All right. So next, if there's another turn, which everyone went, so there will be, she'll pick this up first, and then we'll go in for the kill. All right, so the beast. Okay, so we took her turn. Now it's the beast's turn, and he's gonna, of course, do the last one here. It's power swat. So he goes to the closest threat facing in range. Facing is the line in front, which is nobody. Next up is the closest threat in field of view. Field of view is everyone except in the blind spot. Unless line of sight was blocked, like by a column or something. So this guy's not a target. These 3 are facing. This person's the closest facing, so he's going to target this person. Haha, just what I wanted. Great. Because he's got high evasion, and you get +2 evasion hiding in the grass. So and he's weaker, and he may take 1 damage. No. So it's like he's all sorts of screwed. Like the odds of him hitting this guy is like 0. Very low. But this is good to know, because this is good learning thing, because that shows what I have is good, so I could potentially do a level 2 lion in the future, is what I may do, actually. If I do another lion. Because you get 50% more resources, and it's a harder target, but then you also take into account that if it takes more hits for the lion, you have a higher chance of carving resources off the lion, because you have to do more hits. So you have more chances to crit, is the idea there. Alright, so he rolls 1 dice. His accuracy is 2, but my evasion is 4 plus 2 for this, plus 1 because of his -1 accuracy. So it's 4, 5, 6, 7, and then he hits on a 2, so he has to roll a 9+ to hit. Oh my god! Jesus Christ! He rolled a natural lantern. He needed a 9+ to hit. Jesus Christ. Alright. Welcome to King to Death Monster. Okay, so he hits me in the chest. Let me see what I want to do for that. So I have nothing in the chest. And the damage he's going to do is 2 damage, and then after damage, he knocks me back. I'm just going to spend survival. Actually, you know what? I'll just spend a strength token. Well, no, because I'll get my survival back. I'll go down to 3. Survival 3. Okay. So I dodged the attack. Now it's our turn. So I'll go ahead and do the spear dude and try for the Acanthus over here. And then she'll still have a move afterwards. So that's a 5, so I believe that's the same thing. It's gain 1 survival and an archive. So but she can't gain survival because she's apathetic. So that does nothing. Okay, so now she's got nothing going on, so I'll just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll just get with the pack. The end of her turn. I don't want to draw a trap card, so I don't want to do anything that anyone that does high speed out the gate. So, and he has to move, so that's a problem. So I don't think he's going to do anything for the rest of the game. So I think I'll just have him move here and hide it for him. Because he's got a cumbersome weapon, so he can't move and attack, but he always has to move. That means the only way I can have him attack is by dashing. So don't want to chance that, him getting blown away, because he only has 2 survival. Well, technically 3, because he's got the fucking +1 token. Okay, so I'm going to try attacking with him. It's a cumbersome weapon. I mean her, who has the bow. So she rolls a 2, she hits on a 6, because of the -1 to evasion. So we got a 4 and a 5. I believe that's 2 misses. Right? Where's the bow? Accuracy is a 6. No, I hit on a 5, so that's 1 hit. Actually, because I get 4 and a 5. Alright, so we got Beast Tricep. So to wound, strength is a 4, plus 1 is a 5, plus 1 is a 6, so I hit on a 2+. And I rolled a natural 10. Holy fucking shit. Natural Lantern. So he only has 1 hit point left. He has no AI deck. And I critically wounded the Beast Tricep. The torn muscle causes agonizing pain. Discard 1 mood currently in play. The White Lion is knocked down, which means can't react, and I automatically hit on a 3+. Cool. Alright, so 1 hit left. So I will just stay in the front because I want him to be the target. Because he's facing and closest. So we'll just go ahead and attack from there. So that's 4 dice. And I hit on a 6. We got a 7 and a 10. So that's 2 hits. And we got the Beast's Flank and the Fleshy Gut. And also take into account that I almost forgot. It would have been... Oh, shit. What did I roll? Because I hit on a 3+. A 10 is... That would have been 3 hits, actually. Because I automatically hit on a 3+. So it's actually 3 hits. I keep forgetting about that. Knockdown, you hit on a 3+, period. I mean, I only need to do 1 hit anyway. But... So let's see, do I have anything I gain resource? So I'll do Fleshy Gut first, just because I could potentially gain another basic resource. But if you crit on the chest, you get a White Lion resource. So actually, I'll do that one first. Because I really need a fucking fur. That's what I need. Alright, so I'll do the chest first. And I need the crit, is the thing. Okay, so his strength is 3 plus 1. So he hits on a 3 and he crits on a 7. So I need a 7+. I need a 7+. Oh wait, 6? What's 6? Of course that might have been previous. I just noticed chat. Strength 3. Plus 1 strength token, plus toughness, that's a 5. 8 minus 5, so I need a 3 or a 7. Because his luck is a 3. So I need a 7+. I got a 9! Woohoo! That is a crit. So he is dead, but I did critically wound. So the beast's chest, you strike at the White Lion's stout heart. Gain 1 random White Lion resource, and then roll 1d10. If the result is a 10, the White Lion dies instantly. I mean, he's already going to die, but let's do it. Let's do it. 8. I killed him anyway. I hacked his heart. Alright, hacked his heart. I gain a White Lion resource, which is... Woohoo! A white fur. Yeah, motherfucker. That means I can make the goddamn set completed. Cool. Cool shit. So the White Lion is dead. We did it. Tell the heroes. Alright, so what happens now? Now we do the rewards. We did it. Tell the heroes. Now we do the rewards part of the showdown. The aftermath, per se. So, even before I do the rewards part and the experience, this is what I already got. I'll also go ahead and move everybody since the battle is over. So you can see. Okay, so we already got from the hunt, we got a lion claw and a broken lantern, and then just by carving the beast, we got a great cat bone, a white fur, and a monster organ. And now we'll see what other yummy stuff we can get. So we get 4 White Lion and 4 basic. So for the basics, we got a question mark, which is awesome because that means I can use it for anything. So that's really good to hold on to. Because if I get a pinch, especially for like making a building, I can use it for the resource I need. We got a monster hide, which is great because I need a hide and a fur to make that last piece of the set. We got another monster hide, which is good because that means I could start even making leather if I make leather worker or something. Ooh, and another question mark. Great, because that's a wild card. You can use it for anything. And then we get 4 White Lion stuff. So we got Shimmering Mane, which is a hide, which was cool because I could also archive it to turn it into 2 resources, to 2 hides. So it's especially good like if I start making leather or stuff that I need a lot of hides, I can manufacture it for 2. And that's probably what I'll do this time, just because I've already made the lion headdress, so I don't need another White Lion mane per se. The headdress is cool because I know you only see 1 armored head, but this counts as an accessory. So that means I can have a headpiece and then put the headdress over it, which is awesome. So I got a mane, I got a sinew, which is an organ, golden whiskers, which is an organ, and then also got great cat bone, which is a bone. So yeah, I got a lot of stuff, and I definitely got what I needed to make that last piece of the White Lion set, which is cool because now that means I can start doing the antelope, which I've already discovered, which is cool. Yeah, a lot of resources. So we got on our journey, we got a couple generic and a couple White Lion, and then we got 4 more generic and 4 more White Lions. We got a lot of stuff, a lot of goodies. All right, so now the last thing is to give people their bonuses for doing the showdown. So everyone goes up 1 hunt experience, first of all. So Volva goes to 2, so that triggers age. Citroni goes to 5, he's 1 away from age 2. Elkcore goes to 4, and Voltol goes to 4. And again, why Volva was at 2 is because I gave her an experience during the settlement, and then she got 1. Cool, so before I do the... actually, no, I'll go ahead and do weapon proficiency stuff also, and then... Oh shit, we got a lot of stuff triggering, and we'll go ahead and do it. Because, like I said, I do milestones when they happen, because it cuts down on tracking, and also just thematically it makes sense when you're in the moment to celebrate the moment. That's how I'm playing the game. Alright, so first, we hit age on Volva. So we looked up age 1. And I gotta think about what I want her to specialize in, because you could specialize in anything you want, actually. You just have to be old enough, you have to just have enough experience to do a weapon proficiency. So like, she's holding a spear, but I don't have to do the spear. Like, I could do sword, for example. But I think I may do spear just because I have 2 people that do guitar. It'd be nice to have 2 people that can do a spear in case people die. And as you know, people die in this game. A lot. Let's see. So I'm looking up age right quick. So at the end of the stream, this could be rewards. So after I do the rewards and the milestone touch rewards, that'll be end of the stream. The settlement phase will be the next video. All right, let's look up age. 107. All right, I'll show you the pic because we haven't seen it in a while. So this is for age. Experience fighting in the darkness. And that's what it says. Your time in the darkness changes you. So I gained 1 weapon proficiency. And it's like, well, what do I want to do? I could level up other people so they get stuff. I think maybe I should do spear. Well, see, the other thing with her is I'm probably not going to take her in battle again, to be honest. Unless I have to, because she can't spend survival or gain it for the rest of the game. She can't use survival for the rest of the game. So she's basically a body that I could take out. So, that being the case, maybe I'll do something else that's expendable. Because, like, the Bone Blade's expendable. So maybe I'll have her learn swords. I'll do that. I'll have her learn sword. That way, just in case I level up sword, she knows sword. Like, she's using spirit, but it's like, hey, let's teach you the sword. The way of the sword. And then she gets a weapon proficient. And then I roll 2d10 to determine a stat that she gets. 4 and 7, that's 11. Gain 1 random fighting art. That's awesome. The reason why it's awesome is especially her being an expendable character, per se. Well, I guess everyone's expendable to the expense. Yeah, it got some major booty. Because of the Ismortah religion, the thing I add to the event, the settlement being Shadow Ritual, that I could share. I could share that with everyone in civilization. But you have to suffer a disorder, and you also skip the next hunt. So it's cool. So if I get something good, at least, even though she's, you know, not a dependable survivor, but someone I could take out, the fact that she can at least help the civilization is what's cool. Okay, so I get a random fighting art. If I get a fighting art I already know, then it's a wash. So I hope I get something new and exciting that I can share with the civilization. That's the idea. I'm just shuffling the fighting art deck. Okay, so she learned Extra Sense, saying that you can dodge 1 additional time per round. That is fucking amazing. I don't know if you heard me curse. It's fucking amazing. Dodge is the survival action that you can avoid a wound. You can only spend... You can spend as much survival as you want per round, but you can only do 1 survival action type per round. This allows me to do 2 dodges in a round. That is fucking amazing. Totally gonna be sharing that. That is fucking amazing. Amazing. Good stuff. Okay, so she learns Extra Sense, which I'm writing down here. And also, actually, before I end the showdown, I'm gonna write down their, well, I don't have to. No, I'll do that during archive. Like, I still need to record these as well. But since I have the cards sitting here, I won't. I can do it later, it's fine. Okay, so fighting art. Now she also knows Extra Sense, which is, I'll just put 2x dodge per round. So I'm not to write notes so I know what it is, because you have to archive this afterwards. Cool. All right, so she learned Extra Sense, and she is proficient. It's going to be proficient in swords. Now, I've already done hunt experience. Now I do other people's weapon proficiencies. So her proficiency is like, she's like, oh, you know what, I'll learn swords. But anyone that is proficient, now they can gain levels if they hit. So she didn't have proficiency before, so it doesn't matter. Citroni goes to Specialist 3, goes to Weapon Proficiency 3, so that triggers Specialist. So we'll look that up in a sec. Elkcore goes to Weapon Proficiency 2, and Volatile goes to Weapon Proficiency 2. Alright, so the last thing we'll do for this stream is to show I triggered Specialist on the guitar, which I believe is another... It may not be a story event. It may not be. It could just be you just get the Specialist ability, but let me check. Yeah, I think that's correct. Okay, so now he learns Specialist for guitar, which is cool because I don't believe I've ever seen that before. Let's see what it is. All right, so the guitar Specialist. And this is also exciting only because with the Shadow Ritual, I said I could share a specialization or a fighting art. So if I wanted to give him potentially a disorder, I could share it. but it's kind of risky, such as everything in this game, because he's such a valuable character. So this says, when attacking with a guitar, I cancel the reactions on the first selected hit location. So this is very interesting. Why? Because that means you can use a guitar to cancel a trap. Whenever you draw hit locations, you always have to do the trap first. And if that's the first hit location, then I can cancel a trap with a guitar. That is amazing. You have people with guitars who can cancel traps. Fucking A. That's awesome. Alright, so. Boom. Alright, well that's it for the Showdown. Actually, I think what I'll do is I'll log the stuff outside the stream since you know what it is. I'm just going to record each of these cards on here so I can archive the cards. But yeah, so that's it for Showdown. Got a bunch of loots. Got people that are really experienced. So now, and that's one of the things I learned from the Showdown is you kind of always want to have span the gamut of just civilization. You don't always want to take all newbies, and you don't want to take all really good people, because you want to be leveling as a society, meaning you want to have kids and adults and elderlies at all times. So you want to, you know, whenever you go into battle, you want to have people with hardly any experience, a little bit, and a good amount. That way they're all sort of growing as civilization. That way if people die, you have people that can step up to the plate. Well, cool. Well, thanks for watching. That's it for this stream. The next one is going to be of the settlement phase, which is going to be very interesting because it's another milestone event, which, if I recall, is one that has a showdown potentially. So definitely want to tune in and check that out. And thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.